Growing up, I thought being rich was reserved for a lucky few. I believed it was all about where you came from, who you knew, or catching a big break. But what if the real secret to wealth wasn't just luck or connections? What if it was possible to dramatically change your financial future by changing the way you think about money? Today, I'm going to share the secrets behind the mindset that transformed my financial life. This isn't about quick fixes or making money magically appear. It's about understanding and applying principles that consistently turn ordinary income into extraordinary wealth. I'll show you how simple changes in my thoughts and actions open the door to financial success. Our journey today is about transforming the way we approach wealth, breaking free from old beliefs, and stepping into a mindset that actively creates prosperity. Let's explore how I reprogrammed my financial thinking and started my path to becoming rich. For much of my life, I lived under a cloud of scarcity thinking. Money was a resource that seemed finite, always slipping through my fingers. The idea that I could be wealthy was not just unattainable, it felt unrealistic. This all changed during one pivotal moment when I began to question the very foundation of my financial beliefs. It wasn't a specific event or a grand revelation, but a quiet realization while struggling to balance my budget yet again. I asked myself, why do I believe that I can't achieve financial abundance? That question shifted everything. I started to see that abundance isn't about having infinite resources. It's about making the most of every opportunity and believing in the potential for prosperity. I replaced thoughts of, I can't afford this, with, how can I afford this? This subtle shift in language reflected a profound change in my mindset, turning each financial decision from a limitation into a possibility. Breaking free from limiting beliefs was like removing blinders that had narrowed my vision. I'd always thought that my financial situation was largely dictated by external factors, economic downturns, job markets, the luck of the draw. By discarding these beliefs, I began to see that I had the power to influence my financial destiny. I envisioned what my life could be beyond my current circumstances, and I set goals that previously would have seemed fanciful. Embracing this new mindset, I no longer saw money as a scarce enemy to be battled, but as a tool to be utilized. It was a transformative shift that not only changed my financial situation, but revolutionized my entire approach to life. As I embarked on this journey of financial transformation, I quickly learned the importance of selective listening. Early on, I found myself bombarded with advice from all sides. Friends, family, and coworkers. Everyone had something to say about how I should manage my money. However, I realized that not all advice is created equal. The turning point came when I began to filter the voices I listened to based on the actual financial success of the advisors. I sought out mentors who had achieved the kind of wealth I aspired to. These weren't necessarily the loudest or the most charismatic individuals. They were the ones whose lifestyles and bank accounts reflected their teachings. This principle of selective listening meant that I would no longer take financial guidance from someone who hadn't walked the path to significant wealth. Why would I take fitness advice from someone who had never been to the gym? The same logic applied here, transforming the quality of the counsel I received and, subsequently, the decisions I made. Equally crucial was the environment in which I immersed myself. I realized that to elevate my financial status, I needed to be in environments that not only fostered growth, but also celebrated it. Surrounding myself with people who also sought or had achieved financial abundance created a culture of aspiration and success that was contagious. These individuals didn't see money as a scarce commodity, but as a renewable resource that could be cultivated. Being in the right environment acted as a catalyst for my growth. It wasn't just about networking, it was about normalizing success and wealth as attainable realities. The conversations were different. The goals were bolder. The mindset was not about if we would achieve our financial goals, but when. This shift made a significant impact, pushing me to strive for and achieve milestones I previously would have considered out of reach. Making quick and smart decisions in business is crucial. At first, I was slow, always overthinking every detail before making a move. This caution made me miss out on many opportunities. I learned that in business, you need to think fast. I started to trust my gut more and also relied on solid research to make decisions quicker. This way, I grabbed chances that others might miss because they were too slow to act. But there's more to wealth than just making money fast. In the early days, I was drawn to quick profits, deals that looked good and paid out fast. It felt great at first, but these quick gains were risky and didn't last. Over time, I learned to focus on building lasting wealth, not just quick cash. This meant investing in things like real estate, stocks, and bonds, choices that don't pay off right away, but grow steadily over the years. Understanding the difference between earning money quickly and building wealth slowly helped me find a balance. It's important to keep money coming in regularly, but real financial security comes from the wealth you build slowly, which keeps growing over time. By combining fast action in business with careful long-term investing, I set myself on a path to not just reach, but maintain wealth. Frugality has often been misunderstood as merely cutting costs and saving pennies. However, my journey taught me that frugality is much more strategic. It's about maximizing resources and unlocking innovation. By adopting a frugal mindset, I learned to use what I had more effectively, rather than always seeking more. This approach pushed me to find creative solutions, turning limitations into opportunities. For instance, when I first started my business, the budget was tight. Instead of splurging on expensive marketing campaigns, I had to think outside the box. I used social media to reach out to potential customers, creating engaging content that cost little but had a wide reach. This not only saved money, but also built a loyal customer base more organically. Another time, the cost of office space was a major hurdle. Instead of renting a large office, I chose a smaller space and optimized it for maximum efficiency. This constraint led to a better designed workspace that fostered closer collaboration among team members, enhancing productivity and strengthening team dynamics. These experiences showed me that strategic frugality doesn't just preserve resources, it drives innovation. By being resourceful, I was able to stretch limited funds further and find smarter ways to grow my business, demonstrating that sometimes less really can be more. One of the most transformative steps I took on my path to wealth was establishing what I call a peace of mind fund. This is a reserve of money set aside for unexpected situations, acting as a financial safety net. The concept is simple. Save enough so that when life throws a curveball, whether it's a business downturn or a personal emergency, you're prepared and not thrown off your path to wealth. Having this peace of mind fund allowed me to take calculated risks without the fear of falling into financial ruin. For example, when I spotted an opportunity to invest in a promising startup, I didn't have to worry about the immediate financial impact of my investment. My safety net was there to cushion me. This security gave me the confidence to make bold moves that had high potential returns. Moreover, this fund wasn't just about security, it was about empowerment. Knowing that I had a financial buffer enabled me to negotiate better deals, invest in higher risk, higher reward opportunities, and make decisions from a position of strength rather than desperation. It fundamentally changed how I approached business growth, allowing me to leverage opportunities that I would have otherwise passed up. Adopting a smart investment philosophy has been instrumental in my financial success. Early in my journey, I realized that wise investing isn't about seeking quick wins. It's about understanding the market, being patient, and making decisions based on sound knowledge. I dedicated time to educate myself about different investment vehicles, understanding their risks and potential returns. This education allowed me to approach investing not as a gamble, but as a strategic element of wealth building. One key aspect of my investment strategy has been patience. Instead of chasing short-term gains, I focused on the potential for long-term growth, choosing investments that might not yield immediate returns, but promised steady growth over years. This approach involves looking at the bigger picture, considering factors like market trends, economic cycles, and the enduring value of the asset. Building wealth through investing is a gradual process. It requires not only financial acumen, but also the discipline to stick to a plan even when market conditions are fluctuating. For example, when others panicked and sold their stocks during a market dip, I held on to mine, trusting my research and long-term strategy. Over time, these decisions paid off, compounding into significant wealth. Through educated and patient investing, I've learned that wealth accumulation isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Each prudent action and decision builds upon the last, slowly and steadily growing my financial portfolio. I learned to view financial management as a game, one with clear rules that anyone can learn and master. Just as you wouldn't play chess without understanding the movements of each piece, managing money effectively requires knowing the rules of finance. This includes understanding how to budget, invest, and save, all crucial skills for moving strategically on the financial board. To simplify complex financial concepts, I often think of income as water flowing into a garden. Just as a gardener directs water to nourish plants, directing income into different financial channels, savings, investments, and expenditures, can nurture and grow your wealth. This metaphor helps illustrate the importance of allocating resources wisely to ensure every dollar works towards achieving financial growth and stability. Understanding these rules and applying them wisely allows anyone to navigate the game of money successfully, turning financial goals into achievable realities. Throughout this discussion, we've explored the transformative power of shifting our mindset, embracing strategic frugality, and investing wisely. These principles are more than just financial advice. They are tools for empowerment, enabling us to craft our own path to wealth. Now, I encourage you to apply these lessons. Assess your financial habits, educate yourself further, and start making changes. Take control of your financial future. Begin your journey today towards a richer, more secure life. Remember, financial success is not reserved for the privileged few. It's an attainable goal for anyone willing to learn and apply the rules of the game. Just as I transformed my outlook and actions to achieve financial freedom, you too have the power to reshape your destiny. Start small, think big, and never underestimate your capability to turn dreams into reality. Stand firm in the belief that your financial goals are within reach and step forward with confidence. Your journey to wealth begins now. Embrace it with enthusiasm and persistence.